So what was we doing? What was we talking about in terms of Jay? Let me know.
Why don't we just call the meeting?
Why?
Because
No, they wrong, B. Shaq, I like where you didn't come down with it.
We live.
King of rap, the king of pop. Holla.
Turned out crazy. Big event 20.
From the beginning, their story was never simple. Two men with ambition that wouldn't fit inside any room they walked into. Dame Dash and Sean Jay-Z Carter didn't just start a record label. They built a movement, a culture, a new blueprint for black ownership in hip-hop. Before the world knew their names, they knew what they wanted. Jay-Z, the quiet strategist with razor-sharp lyrics, and Dame Dash, the relentless negotiator who refused to bow to the industry's unwritten rules. In the early days, record labels turned Jay-Z away. They didn't believe he could sell, but Dame Dash did, and he fought for him, loudly, unapologetically, burning every bridge necessary. Together with Kareem Biggs Burke, they created Roc-A-Fella Records, not out of luxury, but out of necessity. It wasn't just a label, it was a declaration. If the industry wouldn't give them a seat at the table, they'd build their own table entirely. The rise was explosive. Albums became classics. Jay-Z's lyrical precision met Dame's untamed confidence. Their partnership was a force, the artist and the general, each powering the other. Roc-A-Fella became a symbol of dominance, independence, and fearlessness. Dame Dash stood in every meeting as if he had already won, while Jay-Z delivered music that shifted culture with each release. But success has a way of changing even the strongest alliances. As Jay-Z's superstardom grew, the pressure around them tightened. The industry wasn't the same place it had been when they started. Money, partnerships, corporate expansion, the stakes rose, and with it, their visions began to separate. Dame Dash wanted to keep the energy raw, unfiltered, independent. He believed in a version of Roc-A-Fella that remained defiant, unpolished, immune to corporate influence. Jay-Z, however, saw another path, one that required evolution, adaptability, and stepping into rooms he once rejected. When Roc-A-Fella sold stakes to Def Jam, fault lines became cracks. Cracks became distance, and distance became something irreversible. Jay-Z's decision to take the presidency of Def Jam was a turning point, a move reported and discussed across the industry. To many, it was a calculated step forward. To Dame Dash, it felt like the world shifting beneath him. The man he once fought for was now aligning with the very system they were created to disrupt. The split of Roc-A-Fella wasn't quiet. It wasn't clean. Public tension rose. Interviews grew sharper. The shared vision that built an empire now divided it. Artists had to choose sides. Partnerships dissolved. A dynasty that once felt unbreakable fractured in real time. And beneath it all were two men who once trusted each other more than anyone else in the industry. The narrative and the headlines painted them as rivals, but the truth was more complex. Two individuals evolving in different directions, carrying the weight of business decisions, pride, loyalty, and legacy. Jay-Z moved forward, building Roc Nation, expanding into business ventures that reached far beyond music. Fame, wealth, influence, he transcended the world they once built together. Dame Dash's journey turned a different way. He stayed independent, vocal, outspoken, holding tight to his belief that ownership and integrity mattered more than any corporate opportunity. His fire never dimmed. If anything, it grew stronger. But the path was steeper, with setbacks and battles that played out publicly. Their story became less about music and more about what happens when visionaries collide, when friendship meets ambition, when loyalty is tested by success, when two people who changed the culture together can no longer walk the same road. And despite everything, the rise, the tension, the split, their impact remains undeniable. Without Dame Dash's relentless drive, the world may have never heard Jay-Z the way it did. Without Jay-Z's artistry, Roc-A-Fella would never have become a cultural landmark. Even now, decades later, the echoes of their partnership linger, a reminder that greatness often comes with conflict, that dreams built together don't always survive the weight of success, and that legacies, no matter how complicated, leave a mark that time can't erase. Their saga is a testament to what happens when two forces of nature collide, and how the same fire that builds an empire can one day burn it down.
It's the Rock, you bastards!